Your mother told me that when she watched the video clip again, she can remember the lesson well. So that's the good thing, right? So yes, we move to the first topic. Okay, I will send you the link later. I will. Okay. Yes, good. So topic 1, it is about sleeping. Okay. So the first question for you is that how much sleep do you need every day?
I need 8 to 10 hours sleep for a day.
Oh, 8 to 10 hours. You need 8 to 10 hours a day, right? But how much time do you spend sleeping every day, actually?
9 hours a day.
Yeah.
I sleep at 9:30 to 8:30.
Okay. 8, 9:30. Okay, yes, okay, good. So, Nhi, do you usually have to run the deadline when you study? Have you? Sometimes. Yes. So how do you deal with deadline? Did you cut down your time for sleeping?
Yeah, I cut down my sleeping time for do the deadline.
Okay. So please tell me that how did you deal with the deadlines?
Cô nói là how did deal?
Yeah. Deal with. How did you deal with the deadlines? Deal with the deadlines? Yeah. How could you face to the deadline? How could you overcome the deadlines?
I do.
I mean that how can you manage or how can you control your time for dealing with the deadlines?
I cut down the hours for sleep and do the.
Yeah, cut down that. You mean that you cut down your time for sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So did you plan ahead to deal with the deadline, or maybe you start working, you start dealing with the deadlines one day before the deadline?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you plan ahead? Plan ahead? This one. Did you plan ahead for the deadline?
Maybe
you're right.
Yeah.
So do you usually kind of do the deadline gradually? Gradually? Làm dần đó con nha. Rồi. Yes. Do you usually do the deadline gradually? Yeah, cut it into smaller pieces and then deal with it, right? Yes. Deal with the deadlines. What does it mean? Deal with the deadlines?
kiểu mình đối phó với nó, mình chạy đuôi.
Yeah, kiểu như chạy deadline cái kiểu ha. Rồi. Cut down là giảm nha con ha. Cut down nó sẽ đồng nghĩa với từ gì con biết không?
Remove.
Remove hả? Remove là mình loại bỏ luôn, mình chuyển đi, mình loại bỏ luôn nha. Còn cái này là reduce đúng không con? Reduce.
Reduce.
Yeah, reduce là mình làm giảm nha, cắt giảm đó. Plan ahead là mình làm gì vậy con? Plan ahead, what does it mean? Plan ahead.
Cái kế hoạch
lên kế hoạch trước đúng không?
kế hoạch.
Đúng rồi, mình lên kế hoạch, mình chuẩn bị cho nó trước nha. Rồi. Okay. Gradually, what does it mean? Gradually. Day by day, right? Yes. Dần dần con ha. Rồi, mình làm dần dần chứ mình không có đợi giống như là tới ngày xong rồi mình mới làm, trước đó một ngày của mình làm đúng không? Rồi, okay. So you mean that you need 9 or 10 hours a day for sleeping, right? But sometimes you have to deal with the deadlines, so you have to cut down the time for sleeping, right? Yes. Okay, good. Do you think that sleeping is very important?
Yes, it's very important.
So please tell me why. Please tell me why.
If you have a good sleep, you have energy for all day. You will have energy for all days.
Okay. Long. Okay. Yeah. So I know what you mean. You mean that sleeping, maybe it is the food for our brain, right? Yes. If you have a high quality sleep, high quality sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. If you have high quality sleep, you can refresh your mind.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Refresh. What does it mean? Refresh your mind. Từ này là gì?
Làm mới. Làm mới.
Okay, refresh your mind. And maybe you have productive. Productive working day. Have a productive working day. What does it mean? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Productive. What does it mean? Productive.
Là gì không?
Có nghĩa là một ngày làm việc năng suất đó con nha. Đó, một ngày làm việc năng suất nha. Rồi, ok. Nhi đọc lại giùm cô mấy cái cụm từ này nha con.
Yep. Deal with the deadlines, cut down, plan ahead, gradually, refresh your mind, have a productive working day.
Rồi, còn từ này nữa con,
Reduce.
Reduce. Rồi, cái từ này cô sẽ đọc là gradually.
Gradually.
Yes, sure. Tại vì con thấy là khi mà con gặp cái chữ D á, mà nó đứng cái chữ U thì con sẽ đọc cái âm đó là âm chờ nha. Giống như là cái từ mà tốt nghiệp á, con đọc là graduation, đúng không? Graduation.
Yeah.
Yes. Thì là khi mà con gặp chữ D nè, mà nó đi kiểu như nó đứng kế bên chữ U đó, thì cái âm đó là âm chờ, nó sẽ chuyển thành âm chờ nha. Nó giống như vậy nè con, nó giống như là cái AD đúng không? D nè, xong rồi cái U này sẽ là yêu đó nha. Thì cái D với lại cái J này nè ha, nó kết hợp lại thành âm chờ, cho nên là mình sẽ đọc là gradually nha. Gradually. Thank you. Cái từ này mình đọc là productive con ha. Productive. Yes, very good. Okay, so we move to the next one. So do you take naps at noon?
Yes, I usually take nap when I have deal with deadline.
Why? Why do you have to take naps at noon when you deal with the deadlines?
Because uh because when I have the deadline I need to working late, so tomorrow I need to take a nap at noon.
Okay. Okay, good. So you mean that you need to take naps the day after the deadline, right? The day
Yeah.
after the deadline.
The day after the deadline.
Okay, to refill your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Refill energy, right?
Yeah.
Energy. Thank you. So how about other days? How about other days when you don't have to deal with the deadlines? Do you usually take naps at noon?
No,
No.
because I sleep 9 to 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
I don't need to nap at noon.
Maybe you spend time sleeping at night rather than at noon, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you sleep too much at noon, maybe at night you cannot sleep well, right? Yeah, you cannot phone a sleep. You know phone a sleep?
I know.
Yes. Thank you. Good. Do you think that taking naps at noon is very important for kind of office workers? You know, office. Yeah. Do you think that taking naps is very important for office workers?
Yeah, I think it's important because they need to wake up early for their job, and so they need to take a nap at noon.
Okay, maybe they need energy for the whole afternoon working, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So when you are on a flight, I mean when you are on the plane, you have a flight. Do you usually sleep on the airplane?
Uh, yes, but not usually.
Okay, not usually. So you mean that you don't usually sleep on the airplane, right? So
Yes.
if you don't sleep on the airplane, what do you usually do for 8 hours?
I watching movie on the airplane.
Okay, watch movie, right? I watch, yeah.
Movie.
Okay, you watch movie for 8 hours.
Oh, just 6 hours.
6 hours. Yeah,
6 hours.
yeah. So you mean that you uh stare at the screen? You stare at the screen. You know, stare.
There.
Yeah. Có nghĩa là nhìn gì không? Nhìn nhìn chằm chằm. Nhìn chằm chằm luôn. Nhìn chằm chằm vào gì ta? Không.
Chấm màn hình.
Yeah. Nhìn chằm chằm luôn. Yeah, you mean that you stare at the screen for kind of 6 hours, for almost 6 hours?
No, I just close my eye and hear the movie.
You just hear the sounds from the movie rather than watching it. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
I try to improve my listening skill.
Very good. So which kind of movie do you prefer? Which kind of movie?
Cartoon in
Cartoon.
Disney.
Oh, okay, good. And why? Why do you have a habit of kind of watching Disney or kind of cartoons movie?
Very easy for listeners.
Oh, so it is a way for you to improve your listening skills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you learn a lot from cartoons or from kind of Disney movies? Do you learn a lot?
Yeah.
What can you learn from it? What can you learn from it?
I learn from the new word and complete the sentence.
What do you mean by complete the sentence?
I don't know how to explain, but just the training my listening skill.
Okay, okay. Gain more vocabulary, right?
Yeah.
Ok. Rồi, con cái việc mà mình muốn diễn tả là mình có được thêm nhiều từ vựng á, mình nói là I have cũng được nha con, I have cũng được, nhưng mà mình có thể dùng những cái từ như là acquire, right? Acquire, good. Hoặc là mình dùng cái từ là gain, con ha, gain. Hello, hello cháu.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So, are you tired after 8 hours flight?
Yes.
Wow. Why don't you go to bed early so that you can kind of refresh your mind, refill your energy? You understand what I mean?
No.
Yeah. So why don't you go to bed so that you don't feel tired anymore?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, you're so lovely. Okay, good. Interesting, right? Rồi, vậy nha, acquire hoặc là gain con ha. Con đọc lại dùm cô cái từ này nha. Acquire nha.
Acquire, gain.
Very good. Gain more vocabulary, right? Thank you. So, you mean that it is a way to practice, right? To practice, to train your listening skills, right? So what else can you learn from cartoons movie? I think it's very interesting, right? Besides vocabulary.
And I think it's fun. If it might be funny.
Okay, so do you learn some lessons from cartoons?
Yes.
Okay, so what are the lessons about? I think that cartoon is made not just for relaxation. I think
Sometimes it have a lesson for life.
Yeah, yes, very good. The lesson for life, very good. Good work. Good work.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Maybe meaningful lesson, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Do you think that do you think that cartoons reflect the cultures of a country? Reflect?
I think it may be.
Okay. So when you watch Disney movies, so do you think that it reflects the cultures of America?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay. Reflect the culture là gì vậy con? Reflect.
Yeah, phản chiếu
Very
cái cái
culture là gì đi con ha? Culture.
cái phong tục tập quán của
Yeah. Culture là cái nền văn hóa không ha? Cái nền văn hóa. Đúng rồi. Reflect the culture là phản ánh lên cái nền văn hóa. Yeah. Maybe from the plot or from the content of the cartoon, right? You can learn some lessons for life, and maybe you can learn a little bit about the cultures.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Good. Me. Yeah. you spend 6 hours watching movies, right? Interesting on the flight. So I am when
just close my eye and hear the pronunciation, the vocabulary.
Okay, you mean the pronunciation? Yeah, pronunciation, right? So, but you cannot sleep. You cannot sleep when you are on the airplane.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, right? So what makes you cannot sleep? What makes you cannot sleep?
No, I don't know. I just feel hard fall asleep in airplane.
Yeah, hard to sleep on the airplane. Maybe because of the noise.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. When I am on the airplane or when I am in the coach, I mean the bus. Yeah, on the bus. So I try to sleep. As much as I can because I think that after we get off the bus or we get off the plane, we have a very long journey to go. So that requires us to get enough sleep so that I can have enough energy for the long journey. Okay. Thì khi mà cô đi đó con ha, đi máy bay hay là đi bất kỳ một cái phương tiện nào đó thì cô cũng gắng ngủ nhiều. Ngủ thì là nhiều luôn. Tại vì sau khi mà mình xuống get up và xuống get up một cái phương tiện nào đó là mình xuống cái phương tiện nào đó nó như ha. Thì mình sẽ có một cái chuyến đi rất là dài, cho nên là mình phải ngủ đủ cái đã ha, cho nên là gắng ngủ chứ thật ra nó cũng khó ngủ giống như con nói ha. It's so hard. Thank you. So do you like to read before bed? Do you like to read?
No, absolutely not.
Sure. Do you read news on your mobile phone? Online news?
No.
Sure. Do you usually surf the news feed? Surf?
What means surf?
Huh? Okay, surf. Yeah, surf the news feed on Facebook. Something like this. Do you usually surf the news feed on Facebook before going to bed?
Yes.
That means reading. Not reading books, but maybe reading the news feed.
I thought reading book.
Okay. So, do you think that surfing the news feed on your mobile phone before you go to bed makes you hard to sleep?
I think with me it's normal, but someone else is hard to sleep.
Okay. That's the reason why I can explain. I can explain this phenomenon to you. You know the phenomenon?
No.
Yes. Cái từ này hơi học thuộc tí xíu, con Thái lên học cái con sẽ gặp á. Phenomenon. Chắc trong ngành của con sẽ gặp từ này á. Phenomenon có nghĩa là cái hiện tượng. Cái hiện tượng. Yeah, I can explain this phenomenon to you because when you hello.
Con nghe cô.
Yes, okay. You seem sleepy. You seem sleepy.
No.
Okay. Yes, cái từ phenomenon là hiện tượng đó con ha. Rồi.
No.
When you surf the news feed before you go to bed, your eyes will recognize that it is at the daytime, not a night time. So it makes you feel hard to sleep.
To sleep.
Yes, okay. Vậy là giống như là mình lướt điện thoại đó thì mắt mình sẽ nghĩ giống như là nó vẫn còn ở ban ngày ha. Cho nên là nó sẽ rất là khó để mà ngủ nha. Còn cái từ phenomenon nha con, phenomenon là cái hiện tượng nha. Yeah, okay. Good. So do you think that okay. So what do you usually read before you go to bed? What do you usually
I usually read some news in Facebook and video, some kind like that.
Some kind of videos, right? Some kind of videos.
Yeah, some kind of video.
Yeah. Do you like to read tabloid? You know tabloid? I mean the news tabloids. I mean the news from Gen 14, Gen News, something like that. Yeah, a lot of fake news, a lot of unreliable news, and yeah. You know unreliable?
Yeah, I know that.
Very good. Yeah, you have a good range of vocabulary. A good range of vocabulary. Yes, a good range of vocabulary. You mean một cái lượng gọi là một cái gì ta? Một cái lượng nhiều.
Tốt.
Đúng rồi, chính xác, nhiều rất là tốt. Good. Vậy là mình sẽ nói là một cái good range of vocabulary con ha. Nói chung là cô nói con hiểu đúng không? Cô nói con hiểu mấy từ này. Yeah. Quan trọng là mình dùng cho nó đúng con ha. Bây giờ mình cái cặp từ này cho nó đúng. Cô biết sao hôm nay cô dạy trên Docs không? Biết hôm nay Nhi biết tại sao hôm nay cô dạy trên Docs không?
Dạ sao?
Cô dạy trên Docs này mọi thứ nó sẽ luôn trên đây hết. Mỗi lần mà mình học là mình chỉ cần bấm vô cái link này thôi. Ha. Everything's here. Ok, rất là tiện nha. Cô khỏi cần phải gửi file cho con mỗi ngày á, tại vì con bấm vô cái link này là con đã nhìn thấy cái này rồi. Dạ. Yes. Với lại con viết á. Hình như cái này cô nói con rồi đúng không ta? Khi mà con viết con lên đây con viết nè thì nó sẽ sửa lại chính tả cho mình và nó cũng sẽ sửa lại ngữ pháp cho mình luôn. Đó, vậy khi nào lên viết cái lên đây viết nha, nó sẽ cũng ok lắm. Yeah. Okay. So I mean unreliable news. Okay. Unreliable news. So
những cái tin tức không đáng tin cậy.
Very good. The tabloids contain a lot of unreliable news. So do you usually read tabloids? Báo lá cải đó không? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Sometimes. No.
How can you read? How can you recognize tabloids? How can you recognize tabloids?
No, just read and move out.
Move out. You just read and you move out.
Move on.
Move on. Okay, good. Move on. Yeah, good. So, do you think that tabloids are very kind of catchy? And engaging. I mean, engaging. Engaging. You know, engaging.
Yes.
Okay, so do you think that tabloids is so engaging that it keeps you reading for a long time?
Yeah, I think it's content is engaging.
Its content is engaging, right?
Yeah.
But so you should believe in it or not.
But I'm usually read the content, not the cái nội dung là cái gì ta?
Yeah, cái nội dung là cái content. Content.
Content.
Yeah. Content. Yeah. Okay, content. Yes. Okay. So you usually read the content, right? Not just the headlines. Headlines là những cái
Cái đạo cái tựa của nó.
Okay, the title, right?
Title. I'm usually reading the title, not the content.
You don't really read the content. You just read the title and move on, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yes. So are there any kind of you said to me that you usually read kind of news before going to bed. So what kind of news do you read? American news or maybe Vietnamese news?
Vietnamese news.
Vietnamese news, right? So please tell me why. Why don't you read American news? Is that
Because
you?
I watch TV in afternoon about the news in American, and at night I sleep about Vietnamese news.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, because my stepfather he watched the news in American news in afternoon. So I hear.
Yeah, you hear. Yes. Okay. So how many percent can you understand the American news?
I think maybe 70 or 80%.
Oh, sure. 70 or 80%?
Yeah.
Wow.
But some more words I don't understand, but I understand the sentence, but not clear. Somehow will make me not clear the sentence.
Okay. So
but I can understand.
But you can understand the whole lesson, right? Yeah. Maybe you can guess the meaning. Yes.
Yeah, I can guess the meaning.
Sure. Interesting. Wow. 70 or 80%. Interesting. That's so much. Good. So maybe you are getting familiar with the Americans voice, right? The American accent.
The American accent.
You know accent?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, good. Yes, very good. See? So that's the reason why your listening skill is great. Your listening skill is great. Yes, good. Okay, interesting. And for the last question, how have your sleeping habits changed since you were young? You understand this question?
How have your sleeping habits changed since you were young?
Cái từ này mình đọc là since nha. Cái từ mình đọc là since nha con. Since.
Yeah, I really don't know.
You okay.
No. How it changed?
Okay. Remember in the past when you were when you was 8 or 9 years old, how many hours did you sleep a day?
Same, 9 or 10 hours.
No.
I 9 or 10 hours because when I was young, I don't like take a nap at noon.
Là like taking con ha, like cộng với động từ thiên nhiên nha con. Rồi.
Don't like
Chưa biết không cũng được.
taking a nap.
Okay. maybe when you was young, you didn't also like taking a nap.
Yeah.
Did you go to bed? Did you go to bed earlier than now? So your sleeping. I mean that your sleeping habits. Your sleeping habits. Oh, what's wrong?
My sleeping habit.
So do you think that your sleeping habits is the same as you were in Vietnam? You were in Vietnam?
I don't know. I really don't know for sure.
Yeah, okay. So when you move from Vietnam to America, when you leave Vietnam for America, so
Yeah.
is it hard for you to be familiar with the hours, the sleeping habits in America? Yeah.
It is familiar with.
Okay, because I mean the time, it is different. The time zone is different. You know the time zone?
Yeah, no, the time zone is different so much.
Yeah. So
when I come to the American, I can't sleep. I can't sleep 3 days.
oh
3 days.
wow, you couldn't sleep for 3 days, right?
3
So
days.
why? Please tell me why.
Because the time zone is changed. American night and the Vietnam morning, but my eyes just open all day.
Okay, yeah. Maybe it's because the time zone is different. So maybe it is it is at the daytime in America, but it is the nighttime in Vietnam, right? Yeah. So maybe it makes you feel hard to sleep, right? Yeah. Do you know that why? So do you know that why I choose the topic of sleep today for you?
Because you know today I have sleep on the airplane.
Yeah, not really. I think that maybe when you study with me, you are so sleepy. So that's the reason why I choose the topic of sleep for you.
No, just the few days ago because I'm so tired all day long.
Oh, all day long. Yes.
You know?
But you are a really hardworking student because after a long journey, you try to manage time to study with me. So I really appreciate your hard work. Okay. Appreciate me. Beautiful
Yes,
word. Very good. Okay. So I really appreciate your hard work because you try to study with me, and though you feel very tired and sleepy all day long, right? Thank you so much, me. And I think that okay, I think that it's time for your mother to study with me, and I think that it's time for you to relax. Yeah.
Relax.
Thank you, me. Thank you, me, very much. Okay. So please, yes. Okay. Please ask your mother whether or not she is kind of fresh enough, kind of comfortable enough to study with me tonight. Sorry, today. because
Dạ con đang nghe cô nói cô.
because it seems that she has many things to do, or she has to relax after a long journey. So please ask her whether or not she is comfortable study with me. Okay.
Okay, I will.
Thank you so much. Yeah, goodbye Nhi, goodbye. Rồi, vậy là Nhi hỏi giùm cô ha. Câu hỏi là mẹ có học được với cô hôm nay không ha? Tại vì cô sợ là mẹ sẽ